Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for BroadwayWorld. Following a critically acclaimed, sold-out run at the Public Theater, Bob Dylan and Conor McPherson's Girl from the North Country has come to Broadway, and we're here on opening night on the red carpet.
I saw this at the Public Theater and I loved it, and so I'm excited to see it on Broadway. It's always exciting when stuff transfers from downtown uptown, and I love the Public Theater, as we all know.
Well, I'll tell you, my draw is Conor McPherson.
I've
done a number of his plays, and I just am in love with his writing. I think he's an exquisite writer. So his ability to kind of weave the poetry of his words and his writing with the poetry and the power of Dylan's music is, I think, a combination that is unique and also very theatrically potent. So that's what drew me in, and that's what makes it so great.
And I'm a native New Yorker, so this, Broadway and theater is in my blood, and I love coming out and supporting my fellow actors. And it is kind of fun. It is where you get to see the people you haven't seen for a long time, so it's sort of like a homecoming.
Oh, I'm very excited to see this show. I've heard it's amazing in countries and cities. And now it's here.
Johnny's in the basement, mixing up the medicine. I'm on the pavement, thinking about the government. A man in a trench coat, bad job laid off, said he's got a bad cough, wants to get it paid off. Look out, kid, it's something you did. God knows when, but you're doing it again. You better duck down the alleyway. Looking for a new friend, a man in a coonskin cap and a big pan.
Okay, we get it.
You only got some. Come on.
I love that. Did you play that at your wedding?
No,
but we should have.
In a high school poetry class or something, we studied Dylan. To like just to study the words of Dylan. And I guess my poetry teacher in high school was a big fanatic.
Well, because he's a Songs of Nobel Prize winning laureate.
He really is. So I think so that was sort of my introduction to Dylan, was really his lyrics.
When I was downloading music, trying to become knowledgeable and learn about these musicians who were so influential, I downloaded the discography of Bob Dylan, which it turns out includes live albums and studio albums, and it was just hundreds and hundreds of hours long. So it's been on repeat in my life in general.
I was introduced to Times They Are Changing, and that just really spoke to me and millions and millions of other people. I'm excited to see it. I grew up with theater kids too, listening to Gus albums, so I can't wait to see it.
Oh, you probably were brought up on Dylan, with Dylan.
Yes, we were, and it's funny seeing how we have kind of staged a coup d'etat on what was popular. We were sort of the underground when we grew up, right? And now we're on Broadway and we're in Vegas, right? We have residencies in Vegas, and it's a little bit odd, actually. It's a little bit uncomfortable.
What I love about what Conor has done with this show, what he's done with the music and lyrics of Bob Dylan, it's like Bob Dylan had written these songs for this show.
Yeah, not only that, the flow of the entire thing, it just flows perfectly well and highlights every single actor on stage. And Mare is just, you want to eat her with a spoon.
I love Mare Whittingham. I could watch her do anything or read anything.
Anything, and this is another proof positive of that.
It feels great to finally be here. We're so happy to be opening on Broadway, and we just couldn't be more thrilled.
What have you enjoyed the most about the beginning of the process of working on this leading up to tonight?
But working on this project has been just such an interesting journey. Working with Bob's incredible music and with all the incredible talent in this show. And I'm just so happy that tonight everybody is just going to get to see it.
This musical has touched so many people, not only in London, downtown, and now on Broadway. What's it like for you as producers being in there watching how the show affects an audience?
Well, I'm affected when I watch it. I'm affected still, after seeing it loads and loads of time. So I'm hoping it's the same experience for the audience.
It's something special. It's a feeling that I've never experienced before in theatre, and I think everybody feels it. And it's something that Conor McPherson and the team have created. It's extraordinary.
It's so thrilling to be here. I love Manhattan. I love New York. I'm right exactly where I want to be.
Good.
When I was a kid, I used to see in the magazines opening night, or when the Tonys were still at little theaters like this, you'd see everyone come in all dressed up and everything. And I remember thinking, God, if I ever make it in showbiz, I'm going to every opening night. And I don't do it for movies. I only do it for theater.
The times they are changing.